Welcome to this video. In this one, I wanted to explain in a bit of depth how to train your flexibility to get those high kicks. First of all, I wanted to explain a little bit about my own journey with flexibility and kicking, because I think maybe some of you assume that I've always been able to kick how I can now, which is definitely not the case. And my improvements actually happened a bit more recent than you may think. So let's take it back to 2018, because this is when I first started recording little clips of my kicks. And as you can see in these clips that I'm hopefully putting on the screen, my kicks there are not what they are now. Now, I'm not going to say these kicks are terrible, but in comparison with what I'm currently capable of, I think there's quite a big difference. Now, some of you might be at the stage that I was at in this previous video, which is totally fine. We will start somewhere, so don't take any discouragement from this video. This is just to explain how it can really work. So I was 16 in that video, or in these videos from 2018, and that is when I really decided that I wanted to make a change and get better, basically. So I did lots of research and I took ideas from wherever I could get them and put together my own little flexibility training program, little routine. And I followed this routine closely for over a year. Now I'm going to show, if I can find one, a clip of me from 2019, the year after I'd been following this program for quite a while. There was a decent improvement, but still nowhere near where I wanted to be. So I carried on working. I continued stretching like this and taking my training really seriously, and I noticed my leg control was getting a lot better as well, which is a key point in kicking, but we'll get to that later. Some of you might be interested in the stretching routine that I was using. So I've put every single stretch and exercise that I used and more into my own 12-week flexibility training program that is available to you. And I've tried to make it affordable compared to other programs on the market. So if this is something you're interested in, starting your own flexibility and kicking journey, and even if you're already improving your flexibility, this is still something that can be beneficial to you. So go and hit the first link in the description of this video and go and get the same results that I did, using exactly the same stretches that I did. So how is flexibility actually improved? By stretching consistency, you are lengthening your muscles and pushing your joints past their usual range of motion. And over time, your muscles and joints adapt and they allow you to access this motion more freely, which therefore means that you're more flexible. Now, stretching is not comfortable at all, and it shouldn't be if you're trying to achieve real improvements. But take it from me, it is definitely worth it. So the obvious way to improve your basic flexibility is to stretch consistently. You have to absolutely commit to it, and obviously there's no easy way to do this. There is no pill you can take to get that flexibility, unfortunately. I wish there was, but there's not. So you have to really put the work in to do this. But think of it like I did. If you manage to stretch out and get those head height kicks, then that instantly shows everyone how hard you worked, because people realize how hard it is, and it's not easy at all to be able to stretch out and improve your flexibility that dramatically. Kind of think of it like you want to show everyone how hard you can work. And personally, if I see anyone go through like a flexibility transformation, I really respect it, because myself included, I know how difficult it can be. But you'll be delighted to know that stretching alone will not take your kicks to an exceptional level. As well as flexibility, you need leg strength. And I don't just mean general leg strength. You need to target the specific muscles that are involved in kicking and strengthen those. The muscles that I targeted most during my flexibility journey were the abductor muscles. These are the muscles that sit on the outside of your hips and allow your leg to do this. These are the muscles that will take your kicks to the next level. Have you ever wondered how those taekwondo athletes can just ping their leg up in the air and hold it there, like effortlessly? They have very strong abductor muscles. These are essential. And again, every exercise that I used in my routine to strengthen these muscles are going to be in my program. Literally everything you need for those high kicks is right there. So go check that out. Obviously, muscles like the quads and the hamstrings are also very useful in kicking, so strengthening those will not do any harm. Consistency really is key. And if you stick to your stretching, I think you'll surprise yourself, like I did. Now, there are also devices on the internet that you can buy that are meant to assist and help you gain flexibility. I've actually got one over there, I'll go get it, that I bought a while ago. Now, I know this might look like a torture machine, but it's actually a stretching utensil. So this is kind of how it works. You pull this towards you and it stretches your legs out. Obviously you can adjust it. I don't think this is on a very high setting at the moment, but you can adjust it so it stretches them out a bit more. A little bit flimsy, but I haven't used it. I didn't use it. I bought it and then kind of it stayed in the corner. So I can't really say whether it's effective or not, but feel free to try it out yourself. I don't know what it's called. I think it's just type in leg stretcher and it'll probably come up. It seems like it could work. And there's also other stuff on the market too. I'm not sure how effective any of it is, but go ahead if you want to try it out. The last point that I wanted to make in this video is how to motivate yourself to stretch. I found that it's the same as working out. Like you really don't want to do it before you do it, but once you've done it, you get up and you take a big deep breath and you're like, okay, I'm really glad I did that. Like, I feel really good now. And the main way that I motivated myself to get my stretching done is to constantly have my end goal in the back of my head. So, you know, all I kept thinking was, that's how I want my kicks to look. That's how I want my kicks to look. They're not going to look like that. You know, what I actually said to myself was, my kicks are really bad and they're going to stay bad unless I get this stretching session done. As harsh as that might sound, it always seemed to work for me. Please drop in the comments if you've been through your own sort of kicking flexibility journey. I want to hear what you guys can say about it. Again, first link in the description. If you want to get my flexibility program, I would recommend it because it is the stretches that I used. So I guess you could say I'm sort of living proof that these stretches are valuable and they can work. And this video was a bit of a shorter, long form video, but I just wanted to get it out there because I have had a lot of people kind of ask me, how do I get flexible? And the question, even though I kind of address it in short videos here and then, it always seems to come up. So I just wanted to come on here and maybe make a few minute long video on how to do it. I will be releasing more short videos on this kind of thing, like stretches and stuff like that. All of it is in one big file on my stretching program, and there's also a 12-week program for you to follow, so it's kind of on a plate for you if you want it. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope you've got something to take from it. Again, don't get too discouraged with anything I've said in this video because this is only meant to help, and I've been through the same journey that all of you are kind of going through or wanting to go through, so I'm talking from experience. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.